For me, I think the biggest thing that football taught me was how to overcome adversity.
At some point in your life, you're going to have some tough times.
You have to have that next play mentality.
That cohesiveness and that working together, that's really something special that you can't get in a lot of other areas.
When you practice that and you live that in other phases of your life, it becomes second nature because all you know how to do is fight.
It's not an easy game. If it were easy, everyone would do it.
You start to appreciate the smaller contributions that people make. You don't just look at the big one because you knew it took 6 or 7 other guys who are unsung.
And you can't take shortcuts and be successful.
Doing what they do to make it possible for the guy getting the press clippings or whatever it might be.
In this game, whether it's as a coach or a player.
So I would certainly say that you definitely got a very quick lesson in how to overcome adversity playing football.
This week versus the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Dallas Cowboys will see a lot of pressure coming from Pittsburgh because they're going to try to get back on the winning track, and they're also facing a rookie quarterback, so they're going to try to send as much pressure as possible to try to frustrate the passing game and also the running game. But as an offensive guy, I love the fact that teams want to blitz you. You can beat the blitz by utilizing a bunch formation and also running right into the pressure. So I'm going to show you how they can do so with the bunch and also utilizing a guy, let's say like Lucky Whitehead, as a decoy. So what we're going to do, we're going to run right here into the action because they're going to try to get aggressive. So what we're going to have the tight end do is work up through the traffic. We're going to try to go get that backside, the safety blocked up there, or try to work his way up to take either of the safeties away. But he really wants to block this guy here because we want Ezekiel Elliott to get onto that second level pretty quickly and have no threat to bring him down because, again, this is a fast guy, a track guy. You get him ahead of steam, he's going to take off and run. And the best way we can do that is by influencing the pressure by bringing Lucky Whitehead around, showing that jet sweep motion or that end around motion. We're going to hand the football off here. Now, how we're going to block this thing up is going to be simple. Big on big, body on body. And what we're going to have, boom, it's going to work up, try to get that corner block, reverse out, showing the fact that you may hand it off to Lucky Whitehead, hand it off to Ezekiel Elliott, and he's taking it 88 and out the gate. And this is one way they can run the football against that pressure, which will then help calm the pressure later on in the game. And now Dak Prescott can have time back there in the pocket to work the passing game. If you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you want to utilize your athleticism at the second level with their linebackers against that offensive line of the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm going to show you how they can get pressure on the inside while trying to frustrate Dak Prescott back there in the pocket. Here's how you can get that done. Naturally, you don't want to blitz off the outside because he's a guy that can step up and take off. Or if you try to flush him to one side, he can easily get outside and throws well on the move. But you want to utilize your linebackers to get interior pressure. And the best way to do that is by simply widening out that rush lane. So you want this 5 technique here, take a wide arc, which will hopefully pull this tackle out. So now you have this backer here shooting right down Main Street, right down that B gap. What we're going to do with the nose, his job is to get a delayed twist. We're going to have this 5 technique on the strong side, push outside. Again, hopefully influencing this tackle to go here because we're bringing the backer right in the B gap, double B gap pressure. Backer goes first, nose gets a good bump, and he's going in there as well. Going to have these backers drop. One-on-one on the outside, trying to force him to go down the sideline. Safety's going to take here. He's manned up, so he has time to sit back and wait and read, but he's manned up on his wide receiver. One safety back deep. So this is one way I think you're getting your speed guys inside wide arc, and these guys have great change of direction, so they can really follow Dak Prescott if he wants to try to make one miss. But that's why those 5 techniques, you want those guys to take that wide arc, so that way it opens up a clear rush lane for those inside backers. If they can keep the Cowboys backed up and not allow Dak Prescott to do things creatively with his legs, I think that's a win for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The biggest X factor in this ball game for the Dallas Cowboys will be how well they're able to play on the back end. Their secondary will be tested a lot by one of the more dangerous passing attacks in the NFL with Antonio Brown and Ben Roethlisberger. So they're going to have to play well on the back end. They're a little bit banged up coming into this ball game, and that's an area where the Steelers can definitely exploit. And for the Steelers in this ball game, I think you have to look at their offense as being the biggest X factor. We don't know what they can do from a production standpoint with a 65 to 70% Ben Roethlisberger back there. So I think a lot of it will fall on offensive coordinator Todd Haley and what he can do to get Ben Roethlisberger going early, get the running game going early. They have to have some semblance of balance in this offensive attack if they want to beat Dallas. I like the Cowboys in this ball game. I think what you're seeing right now from Dallas is the offense helping out the defense as far as with balance, as far as with time of possession. The defense comes out back on the field fresh, ready to go. They're well adjusted. I think those two things working in conjunction with each other makes this a dangerous football team. They are healthier at this point more so than Pittsburgh. So I think Dallas goes on the road and knocks off the Steelers.